Pippin. Snuggle with Mum. No, I'm comfy here. Thank you very much. Fine, I'll just drink my coffee alone then. Boo. Good morning, everybody. Oh my word. You've got an extremely raw and unfiltered version of myself today. Fresh out of the shower. No makeup. Just rocked up to Morrison's supermarket to go and do some food shopping. I've got Ivy on an inset day, which means she's not at school, and Cosmo is off school because he's full of a stinking cold. So yeah, that's a busy day at home, but my friend Paula is also there. She's helping me with some mini skein winding today, so she's keeping an eye on Cos while I come and do the food shopping, which is very kind of her. It's a very weird angle because I haven't currently got my little magnetic phone attachment in the car at the moment, but I need to try and get that sorted out. Johnny wanted to borrow it for when we went on holiday, but it didn't fit in his new car. So anyway, I digress. I was going to just tell you that today's going to be a bit of a boring day, unfortunately, during the day especially, because food shopping, and then I've just got loads and loads of orders to dye up, and also this week I need to get all of the advent dyed packed up and sent out, so it might be a bit thin on the ground for the first few days because I'll be so busy during the day doing all of those things, but I'm sure that I'll find some things of interest to talk about in the meantime. So yes, I'm going to get the food shopping and then get back home and start getting the dyeing done because I've got loads and loads of Halloween orders that need sorting out. So thank you very much, everybody. I'm procrastinating. I don't want to go in there, but the sooner I do, the sooner I can come home. So let's get it sorted. Everybody, it has, as predicted earlier, been a really busy day of dyeing and yarn prepping and things, so I'm finally just sitting down to have a quick chit chat with you, and I thought I would share a few bits that the postie has bought today. So first of all, if you've watched my Vlogtober today before, you'll know how important this is for a successful Vlogtober and Halloween. It's Brock's candy corn. Brock's, Brax. I never know how you say it, but I think I've heard other people say Brock's, so that's what I'm going with. But in addition to this, I finally managed to get something that I've also been wanting for years and I've never been able to procure. I don't know why I'm so far. Oh, turn it like that. That's better. Here we go. Excuse clattering in the background. Johnny's just making fajitas for us, which is very lovely. I also got mallow cream pumpkins, which are pretty much the same sort of thing as candy corn, but they're little pumpkin shapes. And I thought these would be really nice on the top of buns and things like that when we're doing some Halloween baking. Oh dear. The other things that I received today were some really exciting Halloween batteries. 20 of them, because I have various different battery powered lights around the house that need these. And the other thing I bought was some hang on, I now feel really wonky. I know it really doesn't matter that much. There, that's better. Some autumn leaf fairy lights, because I have got some. You may have seen them before on my staircase. Lovely autumn leaves with fairy lights in the middle of them, so that they glow all lovely and orange. They were battery powered, and when they came out of the loft, well, actually 2 things came out of the loft with the batteries having leaked in them, and I should be a really sensible person and take the batteries out of the lights before I put them away again, which my mum and dad have always done with their lights and things, but I always forget to do it because I'm always in a hurry to pack it all away. So I thought, right, well, it annoys me that I have to keep on changing batteries, and I don't want to recharge them, and I don't like throwing them away all the time. So I had a look on Amazon, and I got a 2-pack of the same sort of thing, look pretty much identical, but plug-in ones. And it wasn't until they arrived, and I thought, these seem very light, I realised that it's just a USB. They haven't sent me an actual plug. And I've only got 2 USB plugs in the house, one of which is being used for these purple lights behind me, which you can't see, and the other one which I use for my phone. I mean, I have got another one for my phone upstairs, but the point is I haven't got plugs spare. So now I've got to go hunting for those, which I'm quite frustrated about, really. But never mind, I will work it out. Someone else I know might have some spare ones knocking around. I'll ask a few people. So I've got 2 sets of those, and one of them is going to go, I think, in the garland above the window in the front room to replace the lights that I used to have in the window. I'm sorry, I can't stop yawning. I'm very tired. I didn't have a very good night. Well, I didn't have a long enough night's sleep, so I need to get to bed earlier tonight. The other thing I thought I might chat with you about is a Vlogtober project that I'm going to start, because I usually do a, you know, sort of October Halloweeny appropriate project or 2. Now I'm already knitting on my socks, my pinky punky socks, and I've also got the sleeve of my other cardi, my other sleeve for my coatigan to finish, which I'm hoping to get done this week because it's silly. I mean, I know it's not going to be cold enough. We're having like a really mild October so far, so I'm not going to need it yet, but I want it to be done and out of the whip pile. But I did order something for myself a good couple of weeks ago now, and this is from Steampunk Sheep Yarns, and it's a mini set. I hope you can see that okay. It says Pop Goes the Nightmare, and it's 5 20-gram minis. It's 100 grams of platinum sock yarn, and these are all Nightmare Before Christmas themed. Now, she did show which was which character, and I'm pretty sure that Lock, Shock and Barrel are in here, and I think this might be why is her name just suddenly gone? It was on the tip of my tongue. The female character whose arms and legs drop off. You'll be shouting it at me now. I can't remember. It'll come back to me. Anyway, and I think there's Jack in there as well, but I can't remember which is which. I'll have to see if I can work it out because they aren't individually named. And I thought I want to make a crochet. I'm trying really hard not to yawn on the vlogs this time. I don't know what it is about every time I sit down and talk to you. I don't spend all day, every day, walking around yawning. I really don't. But as soon as I sit down to talk to the camera, it all just bubbles up and I can't stop it. I don't understand it. Anyway, I thought I'd crochet a nice wrap. Halloween wrap. I did the Nalia wrap with my Halloween countdown last year. So I thought I'd do a wrap again with this, and I wanted a contrast colour to go with it. So I have dyed this, and it's an orangey red, and it's got little speckles of brown. And I thought that that would go quite nicely with this set, because there are some sort of orangey reddy colours in it as well. So I'm going to combine those, and I'm going to experiment a little bit. And I think I actually met the lady who designed this wrap at the Wool Monty, not this one because they didn't do it last May time, and she was wearing it and I pretty much accosted her because the wrap was so very beautiful. So I've bought the pattern, and it is available, which I really like, in both UK and US terminology, and it's called the Chevron Spectrum Wrap. And the designer is, it doesn't say it at the top there, but it's Heather C. Gibbs. I don't know if you can see, it just says it here. And the design is for, to be done in a Shepier's Whirl, and also a Shepier's Whirlette, which is one of the smaller solid ones. But I'm going to faff around with the design and do the sections in the bigger sections in the minis, and then the smaller sections in the 100 grams that I've dyed, and one on each end as well, I think. Because, so mine probably won't come out as big, because obviously Shepier's Whirls have got a ridiculously long yardage. Oh, I'm just looking here. My name is Heather Gibbs, and I'm the crochet obsessed blogger and designer behind Keep Calm and crochetonuk.com. So here, if I can just show it without showing loads of the pattern, there's a picture of the full wrap. So I'm going to just, after my tea, I'm going to quickly get these wound up so that hopefully I can start this tonight. How very exciting. Oh, and really excitingly, and I've forgotten to bring it through, I'll go and get it and show you later. I've also got a really gorgeous progress keeper, which I got off a couple of years ago now. Oh, it's got to be 3 years ago now, I think, from Simply Serving, Lindsay at Simply Serving, and it is Zero from The Nightmare Before Christmas, so it's perfect for this project. So I'll show you all that later, and the bag I'm putting it in. I think I'm just going to use the same bag that I had my last virus shawl in. I'm going to go before I yawn again. See you in a bit. I thought I'd just show you these yarns. These are all 20 gram DK minis, and I've got a mixture here of sparkle DK and classic DK, which is a mixture of merino and nylon. Pretty much the same composition as the sock yarn, only a DK weight. And these are just some trials that I'm doing for the Blanket Club next year. I've got various friends who both knit and crochet, and they're going to be having some of these, and they're going to be testing various different blanket squares and motifs for me to make sure that we've got enough in one of these before I recommend patterns. But I thought they all look very pretty sitting all together on the table, looking very scrumptious. I particularly like this one. I was just playing about with colour. It's very liberating. You know, sometimes it's just really nice to not have to think about a specific theme, but just look at the colours of my die stocks and think, what shall I put together? So I tried these together and I really love them, and I think I might have to make this a mainstay. It reminds me of apples and blackberries. And then this one I used a new technique which I've never tried before, which I'm definitely going to come back to because I really liked that. So yes, I'm rather pleased with how they all came out. I've thoroughly enjoyed dyeing them, and I've got 3 more colourways that I finished off today, but they're not dry yet. I'll show you them in a bit. There we go. All wound up and all kitted up. Inside the bag is a mini knit kit with my scissors and needles and things. My pattern, the hook. Requires a 3.25mm hook, and I think it's not very clear, but I think that's a 3.5. But I think that's going to be good enough for me anyway. Got my 100g skein, my 520s, which are making my mouth actually water because the colours are so gorgeous, and my little 0. Yes, I know I'm a loon. I've got my cute little kitty in a pumpkin pin on my bag ready, and I've got my cute project bag charm, which is one of my own. And I'm going to put them all in the bag, and maybe tomorrow I might get a chance to actually start it, but at least I'm ready when I do. Tonight I'm going to go and catch up with the Vlogtobers that have been published today and knit a little bit on my sock. And I say, oh, I know what I must say before I forget. In the description below this and every other Vlogtober video is a link to my mailing list. And if you would like to go and join the mailing list, you will be automatically entered into the Vlogtober competition. And I will be giving away 2 prizes, a first and a second prize, which I will show you as the items within the prizes become determined. I shall be gathering things over the next couple of weeks. So if you want to be in for a chance of winning lots of Vlogtober-y, Halloween-y goodies, including yarn and other nice crafty bits, then just go down into the description box below and click on the link that takes you through to signing up for the email mailing list, because I send out a few, not loads, a few emails a month on there, just updating you on what's happening in the world of Greenlambkin, when new videos are up, when new things arrive in the shops, things like the clubs that I'm running. So we send out an email every month to say that the Advent Club has gone live, and then also another one to remind people that it's nearly finished. So it just, if you are participating in those, it's really handy to sign on to that, because it just helps. Anyway, that's the hard sell over. I never like saying stuff like that, but you know, there's a chance of winning a prize, so I would recommend that you do it. I certainly would if it were me. Anyway, I shall say night night. I'm going to go and watch a few Vlogtobers myself, and I'll see you on the morrow. Thanks for watching, everyone.